Marion Barter is an Australian woman who went missing in 1997 under mysterious circumstances. She was a mother of two and a teacher, with a complex history of marriages and name changes. Marion had worked as a teacher at the Southport School and received an award for her teaching excellence in 1996. In April 1997, she sold her home, and just a month later, changed her name to Florabella Natalia Marion Remakel and obtained a new passport. However, she continued to use her old name in her daily life and never told anyone about the name change. On June 20th, 1997, Marion resigned from her job, citing her desire to travel and teach in England. She left for a year-long vacation in England, sending postcards and making calls to her family and friends. However, the last time she was heard from was on August 1st, 1997, when she spoke to her daughter, Sally Layden, mentioning her extended stay in Turnbridge Wells. Concerns arose when Marion failed to contact her family for significant life events, such as her son's death and her granddaughter's birth. Sally Layden began investigating in 2007, reaching out to the Australian Federal Police. Over the years, there were some unusual findings, including Marion's return flight customs card, which claimed she was married and living in Luxembourg, her Medicare card being used under her old name, and her passport never leaving the country. The police, however, could not locate her or speak to her since 1997. The investigation into Marion Barter's disappearance took several intriguing turns as time passed. In 2010, a significant development emerged when a tip was provided to the authorities via Crime Stoppers. The tip suggested that a woman named Barter, who had been missing since 1997, might have met a tragic end and was buried in the bushland near the University of New England in Armidale, New South Wales. The lead detective, intrigued by this lead, conducted a meticulous 2-day search in the hopes of finding clues or evidence that could solve the mystery. Regrettably, the search yielded no tangible results, leaving the case shrouded in uncertainty. As the years went by, in 2011, the Byron Bay Missing Persons Unit took a perplexing step by removing Marion Barter from the New South Wales State Missing Persons Register. This decision baffled her family and supporters, who were increasingly desperate for answers about her sudden disappearance. In 2013, there was a glimmer of hope when a stranger named Clark Hunter reached out to Marion's daughter, Sally Layden, through a private Facebook message. In the message, Hunter claimed that Marion was alive but unable to return, and that her disappearance was not voluntary. This message held the potential to provide critical information, yet it was never formally investigated by the police, leaving Layden frustrated and still searching for the truth. In May 2019, there was a significant breakthrough in the case. The New South Wales Missing Persons Unit underwent a restructuring, leading to the re-examination of the Marion Barter case. The Australian Federal Police Homicide Review Unit took the initiative to reopen the investigation, finally placing Marion Barter on the National Missing Persons Register after 23 years of her mysterious absence. In June 2021, the New South Wales Police, in collaboration with local government, made a substantial announcement by offering a $250,000 reward for information that could potentially lead to the discovery of what transpired with Marion Barter. The increase of this reward to $500,000 in April 2022 emphasized the gravity of the case and the determination to find answers. Another crucial development came in August 2020, when the New South Wales State Coroner decided to hold an inquest into Marion Barter's disappearance and suspected death. This inquest granted the court the authority to compel witnesses to testify, access all police records related to her case, and gather information from police agencies and organizations in various countries she may have visited or lived in. As the inquest commenced in June 2021, it was a significant milestone in the quest to uncover the truth about Marion Barter's fate. With its far-reaching powers and potential to bring forth new evidence and witnesses, it offered new hope that this long-lasting mystery would finally be solved. The family, friends, and supporters of Marion Barter remained committed to finding answers, and with each new development, the case moved one step closer to resolution, offering hope to those who have been haunted by her unexplained disappearance for over 2 decades. As the inquest into Marion Barter's disappearance continued, it was a comprehensive effort to explore all available information, leads, and witness testimonies. The aim was to piece together the events leading up to her disappearance, her activities in the following months, and the potential circumstances surrounding her vanishing. The testimony of Rick Blum, one of the last people known to have seen Marion, was particularly significant. Blum's recollections of their interactions in the 1960s and 1997 played a crucial role in understanding Marion's state of mind and the nature of her relationship with him. These insights were valuable in establishing a timeline and potential motives behind her disappearance. Former Queensland police officers who had been involved in the initial investigations into Marion's case provided essential context for understanding why the case had taken such a perplexing turn. Their early conclusions that Marion had voluntarily chosen to disappear raised questions about the adequacy of the initial police response, and whether crucial leads may have been overlooked. Commonwealth Bank staff's testimonies regarding Marion's financial activity offered a glimpse into her life after her last known communication. The suspicious circumstances surrounding the gradual emptying of her bank account in the months following her disappearance raised questions about whether she was coerced, manipulated, or financially exploited during this time. Rick Blum's wife, who had been married to him for 45 years, offered unique insights into Marion's relationships and interactions with Blum in the 1990s. Her testimony may have provided a clearer picture of Marion's intentions, emotions, and connections during the period leading up to her disappearance. The inquest also considered the testimonies of 2 other women who had extramarital relationships with Rick Blum in the 1990s. These accounts could potentially shed further light on Marion's interactions with Blum, as well as her life and mindset during that time. A compelling revelation during the inquest was the testimony of a Byron Bay bank employee who claimed to remember serving Marion Barter in 1997. This testimony, if verified, could confirm Marion's presence in Byron Bay during the period when her bank account was being emptied. This would be a crucial piece of evidence in establishing where her whereabouts and potential activities after her last known contact with her family. While the inquest has been a substantial undertaking, with various witnesses providing valuable information, as of the latest available information, Marion Barter's disappearance remains unsolved. The increased reward, ongoing investigations, and the inquest are all steps towards unearthing the truth about what happened to Marion Barter, providing answers, and ultimately bringing closure to her family and those who have closely followed her enigmatic story. The hope remains that with continued efforts, this long-standing mystery will eventually